guys, let's get a Warlock. Let's get a goddamn Warlock today, man. Come on. There he is. Okay. Oh my goodness. So, Warlock, number one, 100%. Ghost wouldn't be bad, and Guillotine wouldn't be bad. Awakening Guillotine. But Warlock is who we're after. We've been after Warlock for so long. Come on, please, Warlock, Warlock, Warlock. Yeah. Dude, yes! Finally! Oh my god! I didn't think this day would come. Oh my... Let me just put my phone down. I don't want to misclick anything. Yes! Oh, that's so good! Yes! Finally! Finally, man! Yes! Sorry, excuse the loudness, bro. Yo, what is going on, guys? So, if you missed the amazing Cyber Weekend opening that we had, I'm sure you already saw it, but if you didn't, we pulled a 6-star Warlock, finally, from that the first Tech Nexus crystal that we picked up from the Odin. So level up was on the very next day. I was like, alright, let's do it, man. We're taking Warlock straight from 6-star rank 1, level 1, all the way to rank 3, level 45, I think it is. We're taking this dude all the way up, and I got a ton of Tech ISO as well. So I've been selling Tech ISO for a super long time. My Tech Tier 4 class catalysts have been piling up, and I've just had like nothing to use them on. You know, I recently got Guardian, which was great. Used all my Tech ISO on him. Still had a bunch left though, and I only used rank up gems on him, so I didn't even get what's it called? I didn't even get rid of my Tech catalysts. So that was a big issue. And after Cyber Weekend, I actually have 12 Tier 5 basics in my overflow, which is a crap ton. So taking Warlock up here today is going to get rid of 7 of those, which is awesome. So yeah, just Warlock was, like, if I could have chosen any 6-star in the entire game that's like available as a 6-star to get, just one, it would be Warlock. 100%. That's who I'd choose, man. So it just... the absolute best pull I could have asked for on Cyber Friday. I'm so happy with it. Black Friday, Cyber Weekend, man. Oh, just I've been waiting for a Warlock for so long since the dude came out, which has been over a year. It's like a year and a half almost. I've been wanting to get this guy since the very first CCP video I made on him. I was like, this dude's awesome, and I want him. And then I just could never get him. I should have done an arena for him, but I didn't. Mistakes were made, but we finally got him. So yeah, man, just super excited. You see, I just started to run out of Tech ISO, but it is more than enough, so that's perfect. Unfortunately, we're unable to rank this dude up, or I mean awaken him and sig him up. But as you can see here, look at all those Tech catalysts, look at all these Tier 2 alpha, Tier 5 basic. Just claim max, get rid of a ton of those out of the stash. No more Tech catalysts here, no more T2A, only a couple more T5 basic, which we'll use. And yeah, really happy with that Warlock now at rank 3. You know, I could have done Guillotine to rank 3 also, but I decided to wait, and I'm really glad I waited. You know, Guillotine is awesome, but I think at the rank 3 level, I would just rather have Warlock because he needs it more, you know, for damage output and everything like that. Guillotine could use the extra health, but she's got her built-in regen and everything like that. You know, she's fine at rank 2. But Warlock, I want this dude as a big bad rank 3. So happy to finally have him. So we got some gameplay, of course, for you guys. Some pretty sweet gameplay. So we're jumping into Act 6 first here. We're going to be taking on the Mr. Sinister boss in Act 6, Chapter 2. So up here first for fights, we have a Havoc, just a little mini boss here. This fight does not go perfectly. So a couple disclaimers here about Warlock's damage output. So disclaimer number 1 is the node in this quest is doubling all my critical damage here. That's why I've been getting Incinerate. It's the back blast node. So taking some damage from that, which is really annoying. But I'm also not running suicides. All the gameplay that you guys are going to see here today is without suicides. And of course, Warlock is super suicide friendly, but he doesn't need them. He's such a versatile champion. But, you know, lately in the Alliance War season, I really just have not been running suicides that much. So yeah, that's why this was like right during an Alliance War fight against a pretty good alliance, so my masters were set to that. So I was like, but I want to get some Warlock gameplay, you know. I just took him ranked. I was so excited to finally start using him. So here we're going to take on this big bad Mr. Sinister fight boss. I do have a synergy, though, a really slick synergy that Warlock has with Ultron and Vision, where if he gains a debuff that he's immune to, he gets a 6-second Fury that increases your attack by like 60%. And so on a fight with Caustic Temper here, you know, it keeps trying to trigger poison on us, so we just keep on triggering that Fury. So we pretty much have that Fury up for the entire fight, and it increases your attack by quite a bit. So it's really nice, man. Yeah, I got Warlock on the second account as a 3-star, so I've been actually using him and getting a little bit more familiar with him lately, which is great, because for like the last, I don't know, for like 8 months, you know, I didn't play Warlock a single time, and I completely forgot how he worked, because I was like, well, if I'm not going to get him, I mean, I'm not going to, I just got started to pretend that he didn't even exist. People would be like, oh, what do you think about Warlock, or, you know, would you rank Warlock here? I'm like, who? I don't know what champion you're talking about. You know, I would just be like, yeah, that champion doesn't exist anymore. So this fight, it's going pretty well. Warlock actually power drains while the opponent is regenning when you have the infection on them, which is great. But you know, I wasn't sure if I should be like, should I go for special 3? Should I just spam special 2s? I don't know. I'm just kind of mixing it up here. The special 3 on Warlock is fantastic. You know, you get regen, you get power drain, you get degen, and you don't lose your infections. The L3 is it's so great, man. It's perfect. So I really like using the L3, heal up a little bit, you know, just for safety's sake. And just the best thing, I'm so glad I got Warlock as a 6-star instead of a 5-star. I mean, I'd love a 5-star, of course. But having him as a 6-star is just so perfect, and Guardian as a 5-star, because, you know, Guardian, I wanted both these guys, but, you know, Guardian, it's better to have him as a 5-star because I got to max sig him and awaken him. Warlock, better to have him as a 6-star because he doesn't need to be awakened, and I can I get that adrenaline healing, which is so clutch. It comes in so handy. And yeah, there's Warlock taking down that Mr. Sinister boss, you know, pretty handedly. Didn't really have any trouble at all. 100 hits. He did great. He did a great job. So now moving on, we're going to go jump into variant 3, the tech variant, and we're jumping into the final quest here with the Kang Boss. And this is a major throwback because this was actually what I did for my CCP video with Warlock way back in the day when he first came out. I took a rank 3... Was it a rank 3? I think it was a rank 3 5-star Warlock or a 4-star Warlock. I'm not sure which one. But that level of Warlock, I think it was rank 3, against the Kang Boss in variant 3. And that variant was fairly new at the time. So it was really cool because Warlock selective time stream is one of the worst nodes in the entire game. Like, for example, me and Brian got that node in our incursion tournament push, and it was on a Nightcrawler, and there's other nodes as well. But it was really the selective time stream that just totally screwed us over, because how selective time stream works is the opponent just heals, and really the only way to stop it debuff wise is with a shock or an incinerate, and both of those are pretty niche debuffs. And you know, like heal block won't work, heal block debuffs won't work, petrified debuffs won't work. Only passive type effects will actually work on it. And Warlock here, you know, Warlock's infection, I think, is the best heal block in the entire game. And the reason why I say that is because it's not technically a heal block. You know, it just blocks out healing, but it's not classed like as a heal block. So it's a passive effect. It's not a debuff or anything like that. It's just so strong. The only weakness that his infection has is against champions with like a ton of buffs. It just doesn't last long in those matchups. So this next fight here, we're able to really show some of Warlock's versatility and utility against a magic here. So what we want to do is we want to get off our special attack 1, and also infections lower ability accuracy by not a whole lot, but enough to help with limbo. So here we're going to throw our special 1, and it's going to take away the infection, but it's going to apply a nice power drain, a really nice power drain. I love champions that have access to a power drain on their special one. You know, just if you get into a sticky situation, like Guillotine has that as well. I'm a really big fan of those type of mechanics. Now that's why I said Warlock Special 3 is kind of like the best of both worlds, because you get not only regen, you get also power drain, and it doesn't take away your infections. But you know, you're not always able to get to that Special 3, but it's very easy to get to that Special 1. So here, you know, we're just playing nice and slow, getting off that Special 1, getting that power drain going, and I don't think we triggered Limbo a single time for pushing her over a bar of power. It only triggered when she threw a Special 1. So yeah, you can see Warlock, that's just a nice little showcase of his utility, man. Really, really like that. And of course, he has the heavy, the bleed on his heavy attack. He stole that heavy attack from like Wolverine or something like that. Not the heavy. I think that's Wolverine's special 1 animation, but he copied it from Wolverine, so that's why it bleeds. I think I remember hearing something like that when Warlock first came out. But yeah, it's just another nice piece of utility to have access to a bleed effect, of course. And so here on this fight, we have that synergy again. So if Scarlet Witch tries to poison us, we'll actually trigger a Fury buff. I think that was that Fury buff. Scarlet Witch can also just give us a Fury buff from her abilities. So when I was doing the fight, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, that one, it says immune, and then you see we get the Fury. That's just a really sweet synergy that Warlock has access to, man. In matchups where you're going to be triggering bleed or poison, because Warlock's a robot and immune to them. And also Cold Snap, which is great. And yeah, just Warlock's immunities also are fantastic. Of course, being a robot, and also having that cold immunity. That's a great immunity to have, man. You know, just fight Icemen. It's also got the class advantage against said Icemen. My 3-star Warlock put in a lot of work on the free-to-play account against heavily stacked Icemen that, you know, would just melt any of my other champs. Just as a 3-star, you know, just having that immunity is always good to have. Next up here we have a Mysterio. You know, when you're fighting Mysterio, I mean, it depends who you're using, but when I'm fighting Mysterio with a champion that can manipulate power gain in some fashion, my goal is to pretty much not let him use his special 1s or 2s. For example, you know, if I'm using Ghost, I'll try to just push him to special 3s and then phase them. Because his special 1, you know, it gives you a period of time where you don't want to attack him. Special 2 power drains you, and which is annoying. And also, you know, he goes invisible. But with Warlock here, I was trying to get to a special 3, kind of just trying to get us both to a special 3 so that we could power drain him. Wasn't really working out. He just kept throwing his specials, which is very annoying. You know, sometimes that's just the way it goes. And, you know, of course, Mysterio, he's just so heavy trigger happy all the time. It's so weird. So here, I think am I going to try to get to that special 3 again? Let's see. I think he throws a special 2. Yeah, somehow he blocked right there. I don't even know. Yeah, here he just throws a special 2. I was like, dude, why? What are you doing? He kept throwing that. I could have just went for my special 3 there. I probably should have. But at this point, I'm like, all right, you know what? Screw this. Let's just go for special 2. Let's just go for those armor breaks. Let's get some real damage going. Warlock special 2 actually hits pretty hard, you know, especially if you are earning suicides, which I'm not. But he applies 2 armor breaks before the special 2 if you have an infection active, and then he applies an additional 2 armor breaks after the special attack. And those armor breaks are pretty nice. I've actually seen it was Hector who was using Warlock in an Act 6 Legends run, and he was using a tech boost, a tech power boost, and Warlock was able to cycle special 2s. I was like, dang, I wouldn't think that Warlock would be a champion that could really utilize those tech boosts, because, you know, normally when you think of those tech boosts, you think of a champion with just a super hard-hitting special 2 that guaranteed crits. You know, Warlock, he has so many hits, but, you know, that damage, it really does add up. So yeah, I just thought that was really cool. Right here, we're degenning like crazy because of Ebony Maw. You know, he got buffed, so his degen now, silly. You know, I was really hoping Ebony Maw's buff would have been good for him offensively, but no, it made him worse defensively, and, you know, no one's still using on offense. But, yeah, had a nice little intercept right there, get that heavy attack. I'm a really big fan of Warlock's heavy attack, and the range, I feel like it has pretty solid range on it as well. I did miss one of them in that fight. I'm still getting used to it, of course, but yeah, it feels really good. Here we have another Mr. Sinister, which you guys saw. We already fought one of the trickiest Mr. Sinisters in the game. I was going to say hardest, but I don't know, would the Abyss one technically be the hardest? I mean, the Abyss one's not really hard, just a lot of health. But yeah, Warlock, he's so great for Sinister, you know? Totally negates that regeneration, which is very nice. And I was actually thinking, you know, with that synergy here, I'm actually really taking advantage of that synergy because, you know, Mr. Sinister, he likes to transfer debuffs. So I put a bleed on him, and then he transfers that bleed to me, but we're immune, so then the synergy triggers the Fury buff. I was like, oh, that's pretty big brain of me. So, like, that's great. Now we can drop the special 2. I think I'm actually maybe I'm gonna go for some regen here because we're nearing the end of the quest. I want to get my health back up a little bit here. The amount of regen that you get from the special 3 is based on how many infections that you have on the opponent. So here we're gonna get to 2 infections and then drop the special 3, cop some of that regen. Let's see how much regen 2 gives us. We're at 39%. Let's see what our health goes up to. Special 3 is also just so wacky and crazy. But yeah, we go up to 48%, so, you know, 9% healing. Not bad, you know, it's certainly better than nothing. So yeah, I'll take it for sure. It's just nice to, you know, heal up that block damage throughout a fight. And, you know, if you're going to use a special 3 anyways to maybe control power, you know, why not? Why not? So here we're nearing the end of this fight. Going to go for a big special 2 with that Fury buff active. Boom, hit him pretty hard. Get those armor breaks going, and boom, hit a 31k heavy with 4 armor breaks and the Fury buff. It's pretty nice. And again, no suicides on any of this gameplay, so that damage can only go up. I'm thinking where else I want to get some Warlock gameplay. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you guys would like to see. I'm thinking Abyss Havoc. I feel like that could be a pretty fun fight. Havoc's not too deep into the Abyss, so it wouldn't be too bad. I think I'd have to go through Darkhawk and Luke Cage, but it wouldn't be too... I would go into the Abyss to fight Havoc for you guys for a video. I feel like that'd be pretty fun. I think we could solo Abyss Havoc with Warlock, playing with a unique strategy. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see that. You know, I'll tell you guys what. If you drop, let's say, 1,000 likes on this video, you guys can I get 1,000 likes on some videos. I'm sure you guys can hit that. 1,000 likes on this video, and we'll go fight Abyss Havoc. No guarantee on the solo. I'll certainly try my best, but we'll definitely take him down. I can almost guarantee I can do it in 1 revive, but I'm fairly certain I can do that. But I would like to try for the solo. The strategy would just be pretty much parry heavy L3. That's pretty much it. That's shout out to Hector for showing me that strategy long ago. I don't have to be jealous of his Warlock anymore. But here we pull up to the final boss of Variant 3 here, a Kang Boss. And yeah, selective Warlock pretty much just turns off selective time stream. The only thing you need to be careful of is when the timer finishes to where he would regen. You know, he's obviously not going to regen so long as you have an infection up. But what you do have to watch out for is that he purifies debuffs on him. So, you know, if you parry and the timer ends, you know, he's going to shrug off that parry and he could catch you with a combo. So you got to be slightly careful of that. But really, that's it. You know, Warlock pretty much entirely turns the node off. Other than that, it's just so great. You just don't have to worry about any healing. That's Warlock. His infection is it's so strong, man. It is so strong. I love it so much. It's so great, man. So happy to have this guy. I'm sure he's gonna come in handy in book 2. I'm sure there's gonna be matchups where I want to bring him and node combinations where he's gonna work really well for. And it gets me more excited for doing a Legends run as well. You know, just having more rank 3 champions. You know, I don't really have main Legend runners at rank 3 yet. If I can pick up a Cosmic Ghost Rider, he could definitely be a main Legend running champion. That's rank 3, 6-star. But you know, I really have some really good utility rank 3s for Legends run, like Human Torch, Warlock now. These guys could be extremely useful for a Legends run. Weapon X too. He's got some really niche stuff that he can do, being immune to Spectre and all that. So yeah, I'm really excited for book 2, man. Really, really excited for that. And yeah. I just need to get my Warlock awakened now. Of course, you know, like I said, Warlock does not need to be awakened. But I hate seeing those gold stars. You know, I want the platinum stars for being awakened, and also prestige reasons. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the rank 3 Warlock. Let me know what you guys think. Again, 1,000 likes, we'll go hit up Havoc in the Abyss. Let me know what other fights you guys want to see with Warlock. I'm having a great time using him. Hopefully I get some war action with him. I haven't been assigned any fights with him in war yet. Maybe that's for the best, because, you know, I'm having a pretty good season, and I'm still not fully used to Warlock. Maybe I should practice with him a bit more. I'm fairly good with him, you know, but I feel his dash back is a bit short. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy Warlock rank 3. I think we're at 5 rank 3s now. Maybe, no, I think we're at 6 rank 3s now, actually. Yeah, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.